This is the sports first aid bag from PhysioRoom.com. Just obviously the main use is obviously mainly within sport and for any medical team member, from the doctor to the physio to run on the pitch with, really, to provide everything that you need to support the players if they're injured. I'm just going to go through what the bag comes with. Obviously it's really spacious. It's been designed by one of the FA Premier League physios. It's got an outside pocket, so obviously you've got direct access then straight into your products that you need. You don't need to be going through the full bag. So anything that you need quickly, you'd probably put on the outside. Once you opened it up, straight away it's nicely opened up into dividers, and you've got separate sections that you can keep things, so you can keep your bag nice and organised. So you can have one section mainly for sort of bandaging or any swabs, so you can keep your swabs in one side. So your triangular bandages, and then again your dressings. So obviously for these, your triangular bandages you can use for any of your fractures or your dislocations or any of the shoulders, where before you might get other medical treatment. With the swabs, again, any blood injuries or anything that you need to sort of help clean a wound, and then obviously dress the wound afterwards. Within the next pack you've got gloves, obviously very useful if you're dealing with any wounds. Again, petroleum jelly or anything, again, if you want to seal a wound quickly, if you're trying to get back to the player back to the pitch quite quickly. Very useful obviously if you have a major head injury or something where you have any sort of CPR type episodes where you might have to get involved, then you can use a mouth-to-mouth piece, a resuscitation aid. It's got a protector and a valve, so you don't get any, if the player vomits or anything while you're giving them mouth-to-mouth, and it's got a valve that will stop that coming back towards you, so again it keeps quite a decent sterile feel. You've got some sterile water, so again, wound irrigation or anything to do with maybe cleaning the eyes, so that's for the wound. Deep freeze cold spray, so obviously used a lot within sports for quick instant relief. Any muscular injury or any joint pain or anything like that from any contact or any bruising, then obviously quick cold spray is going to help reduce that pain symptoms quite nicely. 2 rolls of thick tape, so really useful for anything from ankle injuries to any strapping that you might need to apply to give joint stability. So obviously you're going to go through quite a lot of those quite quickly. Safety pins, obviously if you're triangular bandage you need to use the safety pins to make that work. And then so your adhesive bandage and dressing obviously for any wound care as well. And from that, obviously if your player's injured or if there's any serious injuries to the player that you're not going to be able to move them or you need an ambulance to come and get them, then obviously a fall blanket is going to be really important, because they'll go into shock quite quickly and they'll get cold quite quickly. So fall blanket's almost vital. You get a few packs of gloves, so obviously again really useful to keep with you, and they might need to be topped up. Again, with any of the dressings, then you've got some scissors within the pack to keep an eye on that, and if you have to do any cutting. Or the other thing, obviously in a more sports environment, if you need to get to an ankle or if you need to get to a body part, then obviously your scissors are vital to get to that injury, so you can just cut through the laces and tear the boot off with minimal effort and minimal pain, really, because that's going to be the biggest thing each time. If you're undoing laces and all the rest of it, then scissors just cut through and get the boot off, and then you can assess the injury. 3 instant cold packs, so really useful again if you obviously got quite an injury to an ankle, to a knee or to a thigh, then you just break the pack. They're not reusable, but obviously we've got a few within the bag, and really reorderable, nice and easy if you do go through them. And obviously they'll provide instant cold relief to the injury. And that's it. That's sports first aid bag from PhysioRoom.com.